So the relationship that I chose for my personal learning project was my friendship with my friend Francesca. We've known each other for 3 years, and we met in my senior year of high school, but then we didn't become really good friends until we met each other in college. So I'm exploring this relationship because it's one of the relationships that I thought I could improve on the most. There's a lot of things lacking in the relationship. There's things that I should do differently to maintain it more. This is a friendship that I don't want to lose. And I feel like it would be very easy to lose it because it's just so easy to like fall out of touch with people, among other things. So the 5 concepts I wanted to explore were individualism versus collectivism, social penetration theory, relational listening, information overload, and communication being intentional or unintentional. So, with individualism versus collectivism, I feel like us using more collectivistic ideals would improve the relationship. We're very much individualistic right now. I think it's a reflection of today's day and age. We're more like looking out for ourselves. Like it's just the American culture. And I would really like to be more personal with Francesca and be more collectivistic, look out for each other more, and, just be more in connection with her needs and her with my needs. The next subject I chose was the social penetration theory. So, in my relationship with Francesca, I feel like we have a lot of depth in our conversations, but we don't talk about many things. So the breadth is a little limited. And I think that it kind of has resulted in an unbalanced relationship. So I think that I would like to work on talking about more varied topics, not necessarily having to be as deep, but just varied, maybe more surface level. So there's more to talk about. It's more like it's different to talk different every time. Because every time we get together, we kind of talk about the same things, like our issues or problems. We look for each other for advice, and it's very in depth, but only on like a couple little subjects. I chose information overload as my next topic. So that one is related to, our lifestyle today. Like I am constantly, I'm working, I'm on the computer, I'm on my phone, and there's so much stuff going on. And it kind of distracts me, and I don't consciously put aside time and effort to, message Francesca or go visit her down at ASU. And I think in reflection, I think it would be more of a value of my time to actually like go out and do things other than being distracted all the time, like make relationships with people, make those relationships stronger rather than being so caught up in my own issues that honestly will resolve themselves eventually, like everything does. So I also chose relational listening. So this is related to the way that we talk to each other and how we listen. I listen to Francesca more of at an analytical standpoint. I listen to what she's saying on kind of an objective view and give her advice, and she does the same for me. And this is kind of related to what I was talking about, where our topics are very limited, and we talk about one thing in very deep depth about like serious topics, so we kind of give serious feedback. So I think that we would benefit from being able to uh, like listen more as like a connection, like a connective listening, a more personal like listening style. It would make everything more casual. We would be able to talk about more things. It would be more appropriate for other topics if we were going to expand the breadth of like what we talk about, like I discussed earlier. The next thing that I think we could implement in our relationship is communication being unintentional or intentional. A lot of the time, I'm concerned that when I don't text Francesca a lot, or if I don't visit her very often, that I'm communicating with her that I don't want to see her. Or like when we hang out, can only hang out for a short amount of time, the few times that we have, because she's got this and that and the other thing to get to, and I also have to get to work and everything like that. And I don't want her to feel like things that other things are more important than like more important to me than my relationship with her is. So I think it would be a good idea to use intentional communication where I can message her and tell her that I actually want to hang out, or I can go to ASU and show her that I want to visit her and I want to hang out with her. And this is one of the biggest ones that I think I will definitely implement in this relationship. Francesca is the sweetest person, and I really, really like her friendship. So if I were to do that, that would probably communicate to her that I want to hang out with her more, and I know that she wants to hang out with me more, and she's told me several times. So I think if we both work on it on both ends, it might improve the relationship in that respect. So I produced this video blog, and um, in conclusion, I think that our relationship is very strong, but at the same time, it's very sparse. And I am hoping that I can implement a lot of these things to improve the relationship. So far, I think it actually has. I've implemented some of them already, such as social penetration theory. I've brought up like just casual things every day, and um, information overload and making an effort not to be distracted by a lot of things. And yeah, overall, I found this class very interesting um, and very well taught. So thank you so much. And that is my video blog.